Hello, it's Sunday, and I'm on here. I was a little late getting things ready. I was a lot late. I didn't do any planning yesterday. I didn't do any uploading of pictures and posting to social about it. But I was like, you know what? There's a group of you that are always here. You know what I'm doing every Sunday at this time. So I felt like I know you'll be here. So I don't need to do too much planning or advertising. Yes, I don't know. I just didn't feel like advertising. But there's so many different things out there you can watch and see. And so I thought, I'll just put it up and go from there. So here we are. And the show I'm watching in the background today is Shazam. I thought, I haven't watched that in a while. I was going to watch something else, but I couldn't find the Blu-ray or the DVD to put on. Couldn't find it. So I thought, well, this is just as good as anything else. So I'll play that and see if anyone joins me for today. So far, there's someone. It says there's someone here, but you're just sort of watching and not wanting to chat. That's okay. I'm not going to force you to chat if you don't want to. I can talk about stuff. Well, mainly, but I could be silenced too. We just sit here, two people on the internet, not saying a word to each other. All right, well, today we're going to do our normal thing of playing Mad Libs, of course. We have our choices of Mad Libs. We'll see if anyone else joins us, and then we will go from there. Hey, hello, Paul. How are you? You're waving at aliens in the trees? You're waving at alien trees? You wave alien trees? Wayland trees? Wait, you're watching Wayland Brothers. No, I was wrong. X-Files. Okay. X-Files. X-Files. Yes, totally. Totally X-Files. That's why I'm not good at charades. I have Shazam playing on in the background. Or should I say, let's see, how would you say Shazam in emojis? Little boy, lightning strike, big person. Oh, hi, Becky. You should be asleep. It's so late at night where you are. Ugh. But thank you for coming by. I hope I can keep you entertained so you feel sleepy enough to go to sleep. How is the weather over there in Germany these days? Is it starting to turn more cold and wet yet? 2 words, first syllable sounds like. 2 words, first letter. It looks like an apple. That's me in charades. I wouldn't be able to play charades at all. Well, if you guys would like to, or you're interested in, we can play some Mad Libs. Ooh. Hoodie weather. It's about that way here too. I was wearing a hoodie most of yesterday until I went to IKEA and had to carry and pull some heavy things around that I bought. So I was very sweaty, but I got the thing I needed to get. The movie Shazam, it's pretty good. I've watched it lots of times. I saw it 3 times in the movie theater, and I bought it when it came out, or did I get it as a present? I can't remember if I got it as a present or bought it myself. But anyway, I have it. So it's good. I think it's one of the better DC movies. If I were to rank all the DC movies, like the most modern ones, it goes Wonder Woman, Shazam, yeah. Oh, Aquaman maybe, But that's where it is. Then there's a big chasm, and then there's Justice League and Batman versus Superman. Oh, Black Adam. I don't know, man. There's so much about Black Adam they can pull from and how they decide to do it, because the way they introduce the characters in Shazam, I mean, they didn't do very much setup for Black Adam other than, hey, look, there's an empty chair in the Magic Council's space. Oh, thanks, Becky, for sharing. So yeah, so Shazam set up very little other than that we know that there is a worse bad guy than Savannah, and that's about it. So we'll have to wait and see how they go. Oh, besides Batman, okay, cool. There's a lot there. There's a very big history of stuff, just like with the Marvel Universe. There's a very large, expansive history of things, and they do have a tendency to revamp and reboot their universe, you could say, more than Marvel does. So the TV shows are just the way it is. Well, you have time, Becky. You can't really go to movie theaters, so like you can at least see stuff online. But yeah, there's a big difference in the way they tried to do some of the DC movies. I think they rushed some of the DC movies because they wanted to play catch up with the Marvel movies, and I think they shouldn't have done that. I think they should have just been like, okay, this is. Oh, I knew you meant late 80s and early 90s Batman, Paul. I knew that's what you meant. I totally knew that. But yeah, so the DC universe, like the modern DC movies, I think they were trying to play catch up with the Marvel movies, and they shouldn't have. They should have just said, let's make our universe, let's see how we're going to do it, and like started by just doing like all the characters and then maybe a meetup or a group movie, but they decided to go the opposite direction. Oh, yep. Having a job that's good having a good job is always good. Hi, Nate. How are you? Welcome aboard. So, we were just talking about the DC movies because Paul has not watched any of the modern ones, and I have Shazam playing on the background. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do some Mad Libs. Shall we do some Mad Libs? What do we want to start with today? Do you want to start with Star Trek, or DC, or Avengers, or Star Wars? What do you guys want to do first? Trek Wars. All right, Trek Wars. That narrows it down, Paul. Trek Wars. That's funny. So we have a vote for DC. Nate thinks DC is a good idea. I think DC is a good idea. What do you guys think? It's a little warm where I am, but I don't have my fan nearby that I can put on. And I'm just going to warn you now. My canopy setup is a little wonky, so fingers crossed this doesn't fall down. I just realized one of the stands I'm using to keep the canopy up is like one of the legs is this far off the ground. As long as I don't touch it or in any way, I think we'll be fine. So we got a vote for DC and a sort of vote for Trek/Star Wars. Cave in. No. There is some times when I've gone to put this up and I get it all the way set up, and like I'll be working, like I'll get one side put on and then I'll go to put the other side on and that falls down. Then I get that attached, then I go to put the other side on and then that side falls down. And then the back will fall. And then it's like a domino thing. I have to be careful. It's not that warm here. It's getting colder where I am too. I would love to go to Germany again. I have not been in years to Germany. It's been, gosh, I think it's been like 14, 15 years since I was in Germany. When was the World? Whenever the World Cup was in Germany last, that's when I was in Germany last. I'm not surprised they're getting snow in Germany or in Alaska. I have friends that are up there, and they've posted that they're getting snow up there. Oh, pardon me. Oh, a little tired today. So, shall we go ahead and start with DC Comics Mad Libs? I think that's where we were at. Was that where we were deciding? Or did you guys want to do a different one? Oh, it's getting mad in here. Don't you hate it when you fall asleep on a subway and then everyone disappears and you end up in a room with a crazy old wizard wanting you to touch his staff? That's essentially what happened to Billy Batson. I just explained it in the most creepiest way possible. All right, so we've got 2 votes for DC, unless you guys want to do something else. So Dan, what is that about Dan's? Oh, survival skill. Maybe you got to ask Dan now. You know, I've actually been a lot more camping than Dan has ever done in his life. And I actually have been 2006. That's when the World Cup was. I was in Germany in 2006. That was the last time I was in Germany. Hello, Stash and Comics. Yeah, so when it comes to camping, a friend of ours, he just went camping in Michigan. I have been camping in California, where my friend Dan is from, and he's never been camping, and he lives so close to campsites. It's not funny. He's just never taken the time to go camping where he actually lives and invest in camping gear to go camping. So that's what's funny. Okay, so we've got 3 votes for DC Comics, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go over the rules of how we're going to play this game, and then we will start the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys in the comments section for a word. That word can be an adjective, an adverb, a noun, a verb, a place, an exclamation, a silly word, number, color, animal, part of the body, and it may or may not be plural. And then what I will do is whoever gives me the answer first in the comment section, I will write it in the section where it is on this. And when we're done, I will read back what we created. Okay? Becky, you have a great week, and I hope you get some sleep today. And I will, again, lovely to see you, and I definitely will see you again in 2 weeks. Okay? So everyone say bye to Becky. You can't think about an adverb. You can't think of an action word or something that tells how something is done. Okay. So I will also tell you the definitions of the words as we go along to help you, okay? All right. So what we're going to do first, for the first word is going to be an easy one. I need a color. I need a color. Violet, you're turning violet. Okay, so the next word, ooh, periwinkle. That's a good choice. I like that one. Bye, Becky. All right, so now we need a noun. A noun, of course, is a person, place, or thing. A noun. Spaceship. Hey, look, I needed a color. Next word is a color. Oops. I just knocked that one, but that's okay. It's not working. It's not there. Fuchsia. Fuchsia. We got fuchsia. That's another fancy color. Let's spell it right. Forgot the S when I wrote it, so it says fuchsia. All right, the next word I need is an adjective, and an adjective describes something or somebody. Something or somebody. Yes, Modbot wanted to censor Paul's use of the word fuchsia. I think it spelled it right. I just wrote it wrong. There's an S in there, but I forgot the S when I wrote it down, so it doesn't look like it says fuchsia, but I can fix it. Boom, there's an S there now. So an adjective describes something or somebody. It would be nice if you could just say some certain word and you'd change, like your clothes or your hair or just your clothes. Because that's the one thing I hate having to do is like laundry, and then I have to like fold my clothes and put it away, and then remember, oh, I got to put clean clothes on. Hairy. That's a good word. Okay, now I need a verb, and a verb is an action word, but this action word I need to have it in the past tense. So, or not the past tense, but the ing at the end. So like a verb with the word ing at the end. So I don't know if that doesn't pass, not past tense. Never realized how tall Zachary Levi is until he was in this movie and he almost bumped his head on the subway train. Falling, I could do falling, not fallen. Falling, because ing. We'll do falling. We're gonna abbreviate or amend your word choice, Paul, to falling. Well, next I need an adjective. Yes, I said past tense, but then I was wrong. It doesn't say past tense. It just says ing at the end. So that was my bad. So what we can do is we can then use fallen as the next adjective. All right. Hey, look, this one's got a lot of this word in it for some reason. The word is color. I need another color. Extra darker black. Puce. Extra darker black. I'm going to write extra darker black. What does a goth wear when they want to wear something really special? Extra darker black. No better way of putting this. When a goth wants to go somewhere special for the evening, what do they wear? Extra darker black. Okay, so the next word I need is part of the body. Part of the body. It probably is a shade of either eyeliner or shadow or like foundation, something to do with your eye, like makeup. I'm sure there's something called extra darker black. All right, let's see. Pinky toe. Pinky toe. All right, next word I need is a noun, another person, place, or thing. Dana Scully. Dana Scully. That'd be funny if someone on that show, she came in the room, they went, Dana Scully. I've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race too much lately. Way too much influence on the way I speak sometimes. Too many odd pop culture references. That's a thing about myself, is if I watch something that has a lot of pop culture references in it, or like things that become pop culture references, I will use them a lot in my vernacular. So because I've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race a lot, the way RuPaul talks to some of the contestants, like the way she says their name, she does it like this, or puts her name up high. So sometimes I do that. All right, so now I need an adjective. A adjective describes something or somebody. Hashtag up talking. Hashtag up talking. You have to do that with your shoulder too, I guess. I'm talking. I'm talking. Ah! Oh, pardon me. Ooh. I have been drinking caffeine, but I've only been drinking caffeine for maybe 25 minutes, so 5 minutes longer than we've been doing this live stream. I need an adjective which describes something or somebody. I'm not yawning. Nope, no yawning going on here at all. Hilarious. That is a good word choice. Okay, so the next I need a part of the body. Petrolescent. I know what the humor is. That's a bone. The humorous bone. But I don't know what a petrolescent is. It's not petrolescent. Is that like the thing hanging off our ears here? Is that called a petrolescent? Or is that the little bump here on your ear? Or is that the little space right here on your nose? Is this the petrolescent? No? Okay. Ooh. That's something you never thought you'd see, right? Things that happen when you're live. Okay, so the next word I need is a color. Surprise, surprise. A color. Plaid. Look, they've gone plaid. See, there I go again. Pop culture reference. Can you name that movie? Can you name that movie? Regular, dark, or black? When I want to be casual as a goth, I wear regular, dark, or black. It just feels like, very subdued and comfortable and casual. People don't get too, scared when I wear it. I just made a character I'm going to put up on my TikToks. Plaid is her pattern, whatever. Bunga fam. Hey, Ruben Guzman. We're at the very tail end of the Mad Libs, and the last word I need is an adjective. Oh, yes, they got it. That was a Spaceballs reference. I made a reference to Spaceballs. I should put that movie on. That's a great movie. Which I am glad they've never made a sequel of, because that doesn't need a sequel. Even though they make fun of sequels in the movie Spaceballs, it does not need Have you found anything? Man, we ain't found. Goopy. Okay, so that's the words for this Mad Lib. May the shorts be with you. All right, here we go. This Mad Libs is a DC Comics Mad Libs, and it's titled A Friend in Need. Boom! Sinestro's violet power ring beam blasted Green Lantern into the spaceship of a downtown building. Green Lantern tried with all his might to fight back, but Sinestro's fuchsia power ring was an even match for his green one. Harry guys never win, Sinestro, Green Lantern growled, but Sinestro didn't listen. He put Green Lantern into the bucket seat of a gigantic slingshot and sent him falling across the city. But as Sinestro flew into the sky to witness the destruction of his fallen enemy, he accidentally bumped into a flying man in a blue and extra darker black costume. Superman! Sinestro gasped. Before he could raise his pinky toe to use his power ring against the Man of Steel, Wonder Woman flew in and looped her golden Dana Scully over him. While the Flash sprinted by at hilarious speed and snatched the ring from Sinestro's humorous bone, before returning carrying the plaid lantern in his arms. The goopy guys always win Sinestro with a little help from their friends. The man in a blue and extra dark black costume. That was good, guys. That was funny. Okay. So this is the point in the show where I talk about something else besides Mad Libs. So I'm going to share some comic books I got. So the first set of comic books I'm going to share with you guys are ones I got in a online, you call it an auction or a seller's show. I don't know what you would call it, but there's some comic book YouTubers, some people who collect comic books, and they have YouTube channels. And what they do is weekly, they will sell comic books that they have that they would like to sell. And what you do is you go on their channel, and it's live. And what they'll do is they'll show the comic books they have at the price point they're at. And whoever asks for that book first in the chat, they will set it aside for them to buy. And so I got some comic books. I did this 4 weeks ago, I think. And I got some of them a few weeks after that. But the other ones came, but somehow they got lost in the mail. But they finally arrived. But the lady who sent them, who I bought them from, she sent me a few extra ones, which I thought were super cool. So the ones that I bought from her, specifically on the one I was on, was a Solo Adventures Hawkeye. Well, you can't really call it Solo Adventure because then they end up having Black Widow show up. But there it is. My boy Hawkeye in his classic, look at that classic outfit of his with the H on the helmet and everything. So classic. That is so classic Hawkeye, isn't it? The coolest thing ever. And another one she had, which I really wanted to have because I missed buying it when it first came out, is a Sandman universe comic book. So it's a new comic book in the Sandman Dreaming universe for DC Comics. It's part of their Vertigo line. And it is The Dreaming #1. See it, there's a reflection from outside. So there's The Dreaming #1. But she was really like she enjoyed talking with me and we had a lot of fun. That she sent me some extra ones that she wanted to get rid of. And I was like, sure, I'll take them. So they were surprised to get. So she gave me 2 covers, the variant and the regular cover for the Books of Magic series. So I think this is the regular cover, I think, for it. And, oh, I know you love the Constantine. I heard it's really legit too. And then there's this variant cover for it. I think this is the variant cover and this is the regular cover. Let's see. Sometimes it says variant on it and sometimes it doesn't. This doesn't say, oh, there it is, very bottom. So this is the original cover, the mainline cover for it. And then this is the one of the variant covers for it. So that's pretty cool, actually. I like that. And then she sent me, I haven't really read them too much. This one has got like a sort of fancy, like cover that's sort of shiny and stuff. So with the lighting in here and stuff, it might not show up, but it's from Valiant Comics. And it's called Armor Hunters #1. You see it? Armor Hunters #1. It's sort of like a shiny, reflective, metallic looking cover. I think it's pretty cool. I've never read Armor Hunters. I read a few. I have a few Valiant comics, but I haven't read too many. I haven't collected too many. I've tried to get into them, but I haven't gotten into them to where I want to read them. Oh, the post Sandman Books of Magic. It was super great. That's cool. Awesome. Well, there's more comic books to show you. I have my comic books I got from the comic book store this week. So let's share those as well with you. So the first one I have is number 8 in the ongoing series from Schneider, Sewell, Camuncci, Grassi, Wilson, and Crank. And it's called Undiscovered Country. This is number 8 in the series. It's really cool as the back also shows a little bit of an American flag-esque look to it. So the premise is that sometime in the near future, the U.S. government decides to literally shut itself off from the rest of the world, and they put up some giant walls along the borders and then make these machines that make it to where if you try to fly into the airspace, you get shot down, or if you try to come in, you can't leave. And then somehow this disease starts attacking the rest of the world. It's kind of really creepy how close to the reality is the comic book. But anyway, then they get this strange message from inside America that gets sent to these organizations outside of America, and they send some people in to find out what's going on. And it's pretty interesting what happens. I'm not going to give away much else than that. So they just end up in a world that you wouldn't expect of America. The next one is Angel and Spike. This is from Boom Studios. It's an ongoing series of Angel and Spike from the Buffy universe. They retconned or reboot the Buffy universe. And so this is the next issue in that series. And it's pretty good. I like where they're going with it. And then, of course, next is Daredevil. Right now, Chip Zdarsky is doing the writing job on Daredevil, and he's doing a really excellent job. I love the way where he's going with it. So the story is the last writer had it where Wilson Fisk became mayor of New York, and he made Matt Murdock his assistant, deputy mayor or something like that. But then something happens, and he has to take over as mayor for Wilson Fisk. And then this is the aftermath of that. Wilson Fisk is mayor again, and Daredevil is on the run and again. But it's a really interesting storyline about politics and seeing people as people, not just things. It's a really good storyline. So you should pick that up too if you don't have a chance. And the next is the crossover event that was supposed to be for this summer for the X-Men titles, but because of everything that happened, it got pushed back. So it's the fall. So we're having a fall crossover event, and it's called X of Swords. So this is the first book in the X of Swords crossover event. So they've been leading up to it in the comic books, talking about certain things going on. So it should be interesting. I haven't read it yet, so I'm looking forward to reading it and seeing what happens. But it's called X of Swords. That's the cover. It looks really cool. I love it. I can't wait to finish reading that. And the next one is a Star Wars book I got. It is the Star Wars Bounty Hunters. So it's not about Boba Fett, but it has all these other characters that you may or may not have seen in some of the other Star Wars movies and TV and all that stuff. And so this is called Star Wars Bounty Hunters. It's about 2 bounty hunters, the ones here in the background, and their fight to save someone. And then, of course, since he's on the cover, then he must show up in this one. We'll see if he actually does. That's the thing sometimes about covers. They put something on the cover thinking what's going to be on the cover is what's going to be in the comic book. But every once in a while, things don't go all the way planned. It sucks when that happens, but I'm hoping that's not what happens here. The next one is Spider-Woman #4. So she ends up at Mount Wundagore, which is it's annoying when they do that, isn't it? So then the Spider-Woman #4. This is where she goes to Wundagore Mountain, where she was possibly involved with the High Evolutionary, which is an evil guy who tries to change things and make things different. And she finds herself back there. And what happens next? Dun, dun, dun. I really like this cover. The writer on this series is really good. I don't know her first name, but her last name is Pacheco. Let's look here and see if I get it. Carla Pacheco. She's doing an awesome job of writing the story. She connects it to what's gone on recently, some other comic books that Spider-Woman has appeared in. So it's not like out of like the ordinary. It's not like oh, everything that just happened isn't important. Let's do this other thing. It's like, oh, it's connecting to other things that have been going on. So that's been really cool. But not like a crossover kind of thing, just like, here's these other things I was doing. We're gonna talk about them a little bit. Anyway, this is about this. And last but not least, I got this one shot from Marvel. It is called The Immortal She-Hulk. I wish it was an ongoing title, but it isn't. But she's beefed up and ready to take you down. She's ready to smash. So I'm really bummed it's a one shot, but I'm really excited to read it to see what's going to happen with her and what kind of things in her story they're going to flesh out and her character. One of the things I don't know if you noticed is at the very top of the comic books from Marvel right now, they have this banner here. It says Rest in Power, Chadwick Bozeman, 1976 to 2020. So yeah, so I think that's really cool. They're doing that. And if you haven't heard, speaking of Chadwick Boseman and memorials, there is a memorial for Chadwick Boseman that they just unveiled at downtown Disney in Disneyland, and it's a really cool art picture of him and a little kid. Oh, it's so like beautiful. So if you look up Chadwick Boseman Disney memorial online, it's really cool. The She-Hulk variant covers, yeah, the She-Hulk variant covers they've been putting out recently. They had some for like different comic books that she was in or associated with for like an anniversary. But this is her actual own comic book. But I just wish it wasn't a one shot. I'd love it if it was an ongoing. So I'm a little bummed about that. Yeah, I'm gonna write to them and say, hey, after I read it, I'm gonna write to them and say, hey, this is a really good book. You should make it an ongoing. Because they're starting to ask people to do that, to email them so they can put a letters page. It's right. If you know comic books from the back in the day, they used to have a letter writing page where you'd write in, and if they did, they would put your like letter in the letter page with a response from the editor or the writer or the artist. So they started doing that again. So it's really cool. I'm looking forward to that because I might actually email them when that one comes out. So you guys want to play another Mad Libs? What do you guys think? You want some more mad libbing? Or would you like some more collecting stuff? Because I have another little thing I can show you guys if you haven't already noticed it or seen it. I'm watching Shazam, and he just does that thing where he's trying to figure out what his superpowers are, and he like tries to make laser beams, and he like puts his fingers near his eyes and makes electricity come out of them. Pretty funny. Collecting? Okay, I have one more thing that I can show you that's collecting. And then we'll do another Mad Libs. I got this week, so I asked for it. Can you see it? Hey, Uncle Yukon, there it is. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. What? Sleeping Beauty with Mickey Mouse. So they announced this and released it a few weeks ago on their website, and I was so excited. And then my comic book shop said they had some in. And I said, oh, save me one. But I was like too little too late. They sold out of them. But on Tuesday night, one of the people that works at the comic book store I work at said, hey, we got some more in. Do you want one? And I was like, yes, please. So I was very excited to pick this up at the comic book store. So let me pull it out. Oh my goodness. Letter! Sleeping Beauty's Cassie. All of a sudden I hear da, 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 and then the Tinkerbell Ding. It says Disney at the bottom. Oh, she's so pretty. Look at her. Look at her. So amazing. So amazing. It's like being there, but in miniature. I mean, that should be at least 3 times this size. What is this? A Disney park for ants? Name that movie. Oh, it's so cool. The turrets, everything looks so pretty. It's so pretty. Ah. Almost poked my eye with the little flag. Thank you, Paul. You got my reference. Tower. No, Walt is not in the tower. But it's really cool. At one point in time, there used to be a hotel room in here. I don't know if there's still a hotel room in there or not. But they used to have a hotel room inside of the park. And then, of course, wouldn't be complete without Mickey Mouse. Not Donald Duck. Mickey Mouse. Look at him. He's got his little marching band uniform on. Like a flea circus? Yes, it would be a flea circus. No, that isn't Walt's old apartment. Walt's old apartment was in the firehouse at the park. So when you first enter the park and you go under the bridge of the train, and if you go in and you go to your right, there is a firehouse. And above the firehouse is a room. And that was the room that he would stay at when he was at the park, doing things at the park, working with the park people. And he would literally, there's videos. People have lots of old home video of him walking around the park, engaging with customers, going on rides, talking and working with the cast members. I mean, he was super hands-on at the park. And sadly, just before he died, they were building him a new hotel suite or room suite. Right? It would have been so cool to run into him. Like, oh my God, it's Disney itself. I would have, like, if I could go back in time, that's where I want to go. I want to go back in time to a day that Walt was at Disneyland just to shake his hand. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't do anything. I just go like, hi. And then go back to our time frame and be like, I'm done. Life is good. Yeah, but they were building a bigger space for him and his family to stay at when they wanted to come to the park too, and it was above the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. But he passed away just before it had been finished, so he never got to go there. But from what I understand, that the family sometimes still uses it. But then recently, about 2 or 3 years ago, they decided to expand a place they had above New Orleans Square, this place called Clubs 33. It's like a super, super elite, high-end restaurant. They do have, they don't anymore. That's sad. Yes, the pipe tobacco shop. If it was still around and I had the ability to go back in time, Paul, I would bring you something from there. Because I know how much you love pipes and tobacco pipe smoking stuff, so that would be fun. Oh, I love Disneyland. I miss it right now. I got a little antsy a few weeks ago, and I was like expecting it to like reopen soon. Jurassic Park is on TV, Uncle Yukon. You just end up having some of the funnest movies on TV when we're doing the live stream. That's so awesome. Well, that's everything I had to share this week that I got. I mean, I got something at IKEA, but it's ginormous, and it's still in my car because I've been lazy and not brought it upstairs. I haven't driven my car today. Ever since I got home last night from IKEA, I've been home. I don't really have any plans to go anywhere, so later today, I'm going to put that thing together. You haven't been since 2008, Paul? Oh my gosh. Paul, you have to go. It's so, of course, I haven't been since 2018 because, no, 2018. Did I go in 2018? We didn't go in 2018. Last time I went was 2017 to Disneyland. I was at Disney World in 2019. But, oh man, so much there to see and do. So much there to see and do. Someone else is wanting to go too. I try to go every year for my birthday. Oh, that would be cool if you could go with Chris for your anniversary. Uncle Yukon, you haven't been since 1963? Whoa, that's a long time. A lot's changed since 1963. I mean, yeah, a lot's changed. You've only been once? That's cool. I tell people they should at least go once to experience it once, and that's it. If they can never go again, they can never go again. That's cool. But at least once in your life, you should either go to Walt Disney World or Disneyland. I prefer Disneyland just because that's the one I've gone to the most, and I love it the most. But I can now say, at least I could say I've been to Walt Disney World once. I've experienced Walt Disney World, and it was great. I don't know if I could ever afford to go again because it's expensive. It was so expensive. So that is my rant about Disney parks in general. So we still have about 15 minutes left. Do you guys want to do another Mad Libs? Tell me, yes or no, do you want to do another Mad Libs? I'm putting this Funko back in its box because, well, that's the other thing about the box before we move on. Sorry. They made it a 65th anniversary box. So, oh my gosh, I didn't realize they got firework background. Look, they got a fireworks background. Okay, so I'm leaving this one in the box because I usually don't leave these things in the box. I usually take them out of the box. But this one is just too special and nice that I'm just going to leave it in the box. You live 10 minutes from the land and watch the fireworks from your bedroom window? Well, that's cool. I lived about 15 minutes from Disneyland for about 4 years. And for 3 of those 4 years, I had an annual pass. And I went, that was back in the day when it wasn't as expensive. So within 3 or 4 visits, you paid off the pass. So I went as much as I could when I lived there. But then it's just now down to just going on my birthday. So every December I went. So we'll see, fingers crossed, if we can go this December. Your parents' first date was at Disneyland. Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. All right, so I had a vote for Trek Wars. Anyone else want to do a whatchamacallit? A Mad Libs? Hands, lightning with my hands, lightning with my hands, lightning with my hands. Oh. Sorry, that's a scene from Shazam. Ad lib would be great. Where is it? Oh, there it is. You can do a Trek. Let's do a Trek Libs. Trek Libs. Nothing but Trek Libs. Oh, wait. I'm combining my my geek stuff. All right, here we go. Find a new one. There we go. Oops. Pardon me. I did it again. I'm sorry. I yawned. I'm going to take a nap after this. I don't know about you guys, but I'm taking a nap today. I had a lot of things to do today, but I took a nap. A very good nap. That is another reference, another pop culture reference. You should look it up. It's called Gunnarolla. I took a nap. It's pretty funny. All right, guys, here we go. Mad Libs, Star Trek. So the first word I need is an adjective. An adjective. Floppy. Floppy is a good adjective. Oh, I need another adjective. Well, I'm glad you've been busy. I was very busy yesterday. I did a lot. Sleepy is another good adjective. Because that was the next one. So we had two adjectives. Next, I need burping. Doing all the things with my body today. The next word I need is a plural noun. A plural noun. Well, that's good. Being busy is always good. Aliens. The next word is another noun. And Nate, you said spider, so we're going to say spider. And now I need a vehicle. A vehicle. Alien spiders. Tank. Tank. Next is a place. A place. A specific place. Okay, sorry, I was watching the movie. Very tense moment in the movie. But do you believe in love after love, Uncle Uton? Do you? Or do you know the Muffin Man? The one on Drury Lane? I need a place. A specific place. That is what I need next for the Mad Libs, is a specific place. Whoa, I dropped something. Big Thunder Mountain. Oh, yes, that is one of my favorite rides at Disneyland. I remember the first time I went on that, I was in middle school, I think. Oh, so fun. So fun. Yes. Big Thunder Mountain. It's always a good run. The wildest ride in the wilderness. Next is I need a noun. A noun. Something. A person, place, or thing. Knott's Berry Farm. That's a place. My brother texted me a picture yesterday and said, guess where I am? And I took 5 or 6 minutes and really looked at the picture. And I went, Knott's Berry Farm? And I was right. He was at Knott's Berry Farm. Hey, Craig, welcome aboard. We're almost near the end of our Mad Libs live games stuff. I'm going to share the picture my brother sent me. He sent me this picture and said, guess where I am? And I was like, Knott's Berry Farm? And I was sort of guessing because I could think of other places that might have this same look to it. But the way the yellow pumpkin is shaped, it's got the look of Snoopy. And of course, Snoopy is a big part of Knott's Berry Farm. You got one of the variant covers of She-Hulk. Nice. Nice. So that was the thing. I went on at least 3 school trips to Knott's Berry Farm. Do you know why? Schools were able to take kids to field trips at Knott's Berry Farm because it was educational. Because the park had educational things in it. So we had to spend some time doing the educational things, and then we got to spend the rest of the day just running around the park for free when we were kids. So it's really surprising to me when people like nowadays say, oh, I've never been to Knott's Berry Farm. You lived your whole life in Southern California and you've never been to Knott's Berry Farm? Like, man, Match Mountain is cooler. Well, I'm not a big fan of thrill rides, and especially rides that go upside down. So for me, that's why I'm more of a Disneyland person. But anyway, we've gotten totally off subject. Yeah, it's a cool subject, but we've totally gotten off subject. I need a plural noun for the Mad Libs we're doing. A plural noun. With what, Dan? GP. Oh, you did. I went there. I went to Disneyland with a choir once, and we got to do this backstage thing where we learned about auditioning for Disneyland as a singer or a cast member who like is a character cast member. It was really cool. Yeah, Incredicoaster, can't go on it. Can't do upside down. There's that big loop on Incredicoaster. Can't do it. If it didn't have that loop, I would so go on it. Grants Pass High School. Nice. Bombs is a plural noun. Thank you very much. Next, I need a silly word. A silly word. I have a question for you guys. Serious question. Blorp is a silly word. I like that. Blorp. Shazam takes place during the Christmas season. So does that make Shazam a Christmas movie? No, I'm not a silly word. I'm a silly noun. There's a difference. Whoa, Nate. Check out Nate with the big word, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. He actually spelled it out, and I said it wrong. But that's impressive, Nate. Everyone give Nate a clap. A round of applause for spelling out supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That is a very long word. Wow. Take a bow. Nate, everyone, Nate, take a bow, Nate. Take a bow. When you use that English degree, Nate. Is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious a noun? I don't think it's a noun. Is it a noun? Is it a thing or a state of mind? Is it an adverb or an adjective? I think it's more of an expletive. I think supercalifragilisticexpialidocious it's probably an adverb or an explanation. I said expletive. It's not an expletive. It's an exclamation. I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna be able to spell it all, so I'm just gonna put super. Well, I have it right here. You spelled it. Where'd it go? Ah, I've got to scroll. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Super. Wow. You spelled it wrong. It's super cala. You wrote supercilifragilisticexpialidocious. It's super cali. You spelled it wrong. You missed a letter. It's super cali. So you missed the letter A and you put the I in the wrong place. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And even the sound of it might be sound atrocious. Supercilifragilisticexpialidocious. All right, I need an adverb. We've already used supercalifragilisticexpialidocious as a noun. So we need an adverb, which of course is telling how something is done. A different letter makes it sillier. Something quite atrocious. It's all words. All right, look it up. You look it up, Nate, and see how it's spelled. Either way, I've written it down and we'll use it. Fragilistic. Whoa, that's a different kind of word, Craig. I'm glad the chat doesn't last after the stream is done. His stick is supercalifragilistic. Now leave him alone. Leave him alone. He just had a birthday. He's still special. It's still his birth month. All right, I need an action word, an adverb, or how something tell us. An adverb tells how something is done. Blah, 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 blah. We're falling off the rails here, people. We are really, truly falling off the rails. Wait, Nate, your birthday's this month too? I didn't know that. Did I know that? Oh, I'm a horrible friend. I am a horrible friend. I am a horrible, horrible friend. You're right. It was the 13th. I remember now. I was originally going to come down that weekend, and I didn't. And you did tell me. You did. All right. I know we can get through this together, guys. We can finish this Mad Libs if we don't get off topic. I don't get us off topic. So I need an adverb. It tells how something is done. All I am saying is give cake a chance. Oh my gosh. All right, so we got some words in. Craftily. Now I need an adjective which describes something or somebody. Purple is a color, but it does describe something or somebody. Now I need a noun. Colors are adjectives, it's true. And adjectives are colorful. He's one-eyed, one-eared. Did you know that? The purple people eater, he's one-eyed and one-eared. And he's flies. He flies. Haunted Mansion. I love how this Star Trek Mad Libs is going to have all these references to Disneyland in it. Now I need a number. 33. Ugh, pardon me. And now I need a plural noun. I shouldn't be doing that. Oh, don't fall. That side is precarious. I tell you, precarious. If I took a picture to show you, it's like that. And moving it like that made it go like that. Yes, it is a Disney. Disney is a 33 thing. The geek cave is collapsing. Mice. M-I-C-E is the plural of mouse. Mices. Mooses. Adjective. I need an adjective. Describe something or somebody. Uh-oh, we're to the sad part in the Shazam movie. I can't cry. Right now, I don't want to cry. Ice. Ooh, that sounds more like lice than heist. Explosive. Elder Goth. Hey, you know what? The next word is a noun. And now I will use Elder Goth. Thank you, Craig. And last but not least, I need another number. Come at me with your numbers. It's AARP Goth now. 23. Okay. Here we go. Mad Libs, the Enterprise, a maintenance manual. Thanks for the other numbers, by the way, guys. Thanks for trying. But here we go. Although Scotty makes taking care of the Enterprise look floppy, it's actually quite a sleepy job. First of all, you have to make sure you have enough dilithium aliens to run the warp spider. A tank without warp capability is dead in Big Thunder Mountain. You also need a dedicated Knott's Berry farm and engineers who will stay as their bombs and do what they're told. The crew needs to keep the deck spick and blorp. The ship's Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is made of geranium and titanium, but you craftily need some purple aluminum for the windows. Inspect the Haunted Mansion often to make sure there's no damage. A starship costs 33 mice, so you have to be explosive. But with proper care and elder goth of your starship, it will last you 23 years. That was excellent, guys. Oh my gosh, that was excellent. I had so much fun with that. Well, that's all I have for today for you all. Me and Mickey and Disneyland's Sleeping Beauty's Castle say goodbye. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not an animatronic automaton. All right, well, now it's time, as they used to say, now it's time to say goodbye to all our family. MICKEYMOUSE. Thanks for joining me, guys. I hope you had a great day. Hey, if you haven't hit the like button on this before I sign off, please make sure you hit the like button and let your friends know about it. I'll try to make sure I post some picture or something on social media this week to let people know. You can go see it. And this week's video that I'll be putting out is another unboxing of comic books I got from the Mystery Mail Call, from Comic Tom 101's Mystery Mail Call. So if you are looking forward to that, I will probably have that out either Tuesday or Wednesday. So look for that on my YouTube channel. And that's enough of plugging things. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.